Hey there, bug watchers. Welcome to BuggyBot Plays the Darkest Dungeon. So, this game has recently finally come out of early access, and I played it during early access, and it is fantastic. It is amazingly fun, very difficult, and just a good time all around. And recently, they finally finished the build. They put it out there as a full release, and I wanted to make my first attempt into the Darkest Dungeon. Now, I have played this before. I even checked it out a little bit to see how their full build was doing. And as you can see, I got to, week 10 here. And that's as far as I've really taken it. Now, I did play before that. Like I said, I played the early access. And I think the last time I played, they had released the Man-at-Arms. That means that I have never played inside the Cove or played with, I think, the newest class, which is the... what are they called? The Shapeshifter class. I'll have to see what it comes out to, what they actually call that. But I figure... I should do a nice little run right here with you guys on YouTube and see how it goes. We'll see if I can make it through the Darkest Dungeon. I suspect this will be a series that I do a little bit off and on. For a while here, I'll probably just do mission by mission, and then I may get to points where when I need to grind, I'll set out a few major missions where I take on some of the bosses. We'll see how it goes.
Serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places.
Oh.
There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
They have updated that little opening cinematic, and I love it. Oh, they've also added more sayings from the narrator there, from the ancestor, and I can never remember his voice, what the actual voice actor's name is. I know it begins with a W. I'm terrible with names, guys, but he's actually released a voice pack for, what is it, Twitch as well, that he just allows people to use, and it's really great. That guy, his voice is amazingly wonderful. Load time does seem to be a little long. I don't know what's up with that. It used to be like this. But, there we go. Here we are, guys. Our first starts. Map navigation. Most of us know that already. Old Reynald and Dismas. God-fearing kleptomaniac. And the known cheat.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead. Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Oh yeah, I like to open things up with some angry bloodshed. That's how I introduce myself at parties as well. I find the nearest guy and I drown him in the punch bowl. It's really the only thing to do. If you want to get noticed in this world, sometimes you gotta get a little crazy.
Destroy them all.
I love it. I love it. And we've got curios with valuables.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
And we did not run into the shambling horror on our first run.
Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Okay. I like to focus down the Fusilier as quickly as I can. I find that the Fusilier is able to put out some pretty consistent and nasty damage. So we're gonna go for that. 4 to 8, come on, there it is. Corpses. When most monsters die, they leave corpses. Corpses act as temporary obstacles and will eventually go away on their own. You can attack to destroy them. Bleed, blight, or crits do not leave corpses. If you ever hit a guy so hard you just blew him right out of existence, that's essentially what it's getting at. Oh, point blank shot, one of my favorite skills. The force of devilry. Fear not, Reynold. We will destroy them. The rain of whips. You know, I'm trying to think now if I've ever had a character die from a heart attack. I know it's possible in this game, but I don't remember if I've ever had it happen.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
That's a really nice way of saying the only thing you're good for is bleeding a lot. We know this is trapped. We might as well try anyway. Yeah, sometimes you get a key, and that works out. Awesome. Cash money! Heroes can be renamed and recolored in the character panel.
Welcome
Awesome.
home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Caretaker's not looking so good. It looks like he's had a bit of a shaving incident on top of his head there. Get help where you may. Press H for context. Okay. Try while in town, fighting, camping, exploring, and more.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Okay, we are going to increase that as fast as we can.
Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
All right.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
We've got Pucho, who has cave phobia and claustrophobia, but is an early riser and night owl. Okay, you apparently just don't sleep. Montfort.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
That's kind of twisted, Montfort, but I like it. I admire your
Most will
conviction.
end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
All right, and we'll go ahead and check here.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Okay, I think we've got all our nice little things here. I'm honestly just want to hear as much of his voice as I can possibly cram into any one section. I think we're pretty much good to go here, so we're gonna set out.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
And I believe this is the usual suspects. And our first trip into the ruins. We can just go straight into the darkest dungeon, apparently. That's great. That can only go well. Whoa. Interesting. I don't know what that's about, but I'm sure it'll be fun to figure it out. So our first one here, we've just got to scout 90% of rooms. That's not too bad.
Cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
That is no freaking lie. You want to be prepared in this game. If you can be prepared, you need to be. Because bad things go down if you get caught without certain items. Now, the ruins, they're obviously the easiest, at least at the beginning here. There's not a whole lot that does much in terms of like blight damage or bleeding. There is a little bit of bleed, but it's not as terrible as it could be. And in this place, the Crusader just really excels. I found that there are certain guys who do pretty well in different kinds of environments. And mind you, I may be out of date with that. So if my strategies seem to not be working, it might be that I'm not up to date anymore. Bone Rabble, and they're surprised. Now, I'm thinking for a while here on whether or not I want to, oh, a crit heal to go with it, even better. I'll have to be thinking on whether or not I do dark runs, and for a good little while here, I'm probably not even gonna try. I'm gonna want to be as safe as I can until I get my feet under me. What's this? An unlocked strongbox. The contents are mine, and I will take all of that. Excellent. Excellent. Ugh.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I had... Oh, the torch, yes. And we have been surprised, and that is really bad because we don't really have any ways of controlling our movement right now. I think we'll spread out some damage, and we will remove this guy.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I love that that's basically like throwing a sparkler at somebody. Oh boy. I imagine that guy is pretty much... The reason he can't attack right now is because he's busy doing that Roman candle dance. Trying to avoid the guy who's just firing Roman candles at his ass. Oh boy. What have I got here? You know what? I think we're gonna end this guy, just to be safe. Now, from what I understand, they have really bumped up stress since the last time I played. It's become much more of a major problem. Like, I was there for the whole let's do the scary thing of adding heart attacks and such, and making that press over once you go past the point of affliction. They decided, hey, you know, that doesn't seem like it's quite bad enough. Let's make things worse. But I don't actually... don't know. I don't know if I'm... I don't know if I've ever, A, put someone into a heart attack, and I think it was an interesting addition. Some people didn't like it. I did. We are going to light up a little bit. I would really rather not get caught. Oh! I'll tell you what, guys. Kleptomania is one of the first things I remove. Anything that enforces or forces my characters to react with curios, I hate it. It's among my top priorities to get rid of, because it never goes well. All right, we're gonna try to keep the back line stunned, and we'll just cut our way through the front line with Reynold. In the meantime, your job is to solve this problem before she ever gets a chance to do something stupid like cause us stress damage.
Ringing ears, blurred vision.
Ooh.
The end approaches.
That was harsh. Come on. There we go. Come on. Take the blight. All right. That's done. We no longer have to worry about the cultist. Graveyard slash. I tell you, cultists and the nobles, the bone nobles, boy, do they just inspire hatred. There we go. Boy, they are all over Dismas today. Come on, Dismas, you can do it, buddy. Give him a stun. I don't think I'll kill him this round, so I was hoping to keep him from doing anything. Incision, then. There it is. Montfort.
This expedition at least promises success.
Go ahead and use a key. We'll get some food out of that, which is great for Dismas, who could really use that right now. You know, I might put this on her just to keep her from getting shuffled around too much. I don't have any repositioning on these two yet, on my front lines, so that's a major problem. Also, I haven't had any luck with scouting so far. Maybe it's because I'm letting my torch get too low. Who is piling up the skulls here? Someone's doing that. Like, someone's making a concerted effort to keep this place tidy. You know, we'll go ahead and take the 90%. There we are. I like that gives stress relief. It's a really valuable thing. Anything that gives stress relief is honestly just amazingly valuable. Hello. Oh, backline, how I hate you. Always causing problems. You know what? If I land everything, I think he'll die. An interesting thing that's come up now in, I guess, one of the newer patches that I wasn't there for, is that a surprise round, the enemies still get to act at the end of that round. When I last played, they weren't able to do that. So those first two hits were incredibly valuable. That was your chance to wipe out your enemy before you ever had a chance to react or do anything to you. So now it's a little more D&D-ish. It's a little more fuck you. You don't get to do everything you want. Okay.
A trifling victory.
Holy Fountain.
But a victory nonetheless.
I got a little gold out of it. I thought about using the holy water, which I think provides a buff if you use it at the fountain. But I figure right now we're doing pretty well. I don't think we need the buff. We've only got maybe a couple more fights in this hallway / room. So I think we're okay. Whoa, that's a lot of food. Let's heal up then. There we go. No reason to go into these fights any less prepared than we need to be. There. We'll use our last two torches. I may have come pretty over-prepared for this.
We require only the strength to follow it.
I tend to do that, which means that the sell back option that this game now gives is one of my favorite features. Alright, let's hope that there's something in here to get. There is. Fantastic. But it has a bone courtier. Courtier? 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 The courtier? I don't know. Whatever it is, he's there and he causes me problems a lot, and I'm really just not a fan. Ugh. The undead in this really are disturbing. Like, they did a great job with the posture. They look freaky. I wouldn't want to run into them. I'm not a fan of them already, just because they're so freaky looking. The art style is great, is what I'm getting at. And I love his little eye holes here. It's like he's peeking out. Oh, Dismas, that's a big miss, buddy. That is a bad miss. Oh, oh. Oh, wow. Mortier is not happy about that. Dead weight. Oh, it's a stun. Oh, he didn't get stunned. Hooray. Okay. We're gonna do this, and indeed it was just enough to put him into death. So we no longer need to worry about that guy. I think we go open vein.
The slow death unforgiving.
Ooh, I love those new quotes, guys. Just so sexy.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
An heirloom chest. Okay, I can't open it that way. Excellent. That is not a bad haul, all things considered. Awesome. Short adventure, nice and easy. Plenty of cash gotten back. Not a bad haul, folks. Not a bad haul at all. Oh, and Montfort got the yips. All right. Okay, that's unfortunate. I don't know what the yips are. Is that a disease or is that a condition? I'm not sure.
The poor caretaker.
Severe negative quirks cost much more to remove.
Duties here have affected him.
I like how they've tweaked the perk system as well. It is very interesting now. It certainly does some nifty things. Oh yeah, this is a good group. I'm not so big on that, but he is an explorer and adventurer. If I can get rid of fear of mankind, Fonaru promises to be a good crusader.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose. A zealous warrior.
I may take this whole crew. Oddly enough, like I know that's an early commitment, but these guys have a lot of promise. I love the Hellion. We'll have to get rid of Flagellant, but we can deal with that for now. She's got some good abilities right off the bat. I'd like to get Bleed Out at some point as well. So yeah, we'll take Bolum as well. Bolum?
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Human. I don't like that, but everything else in here is pretty nice. Yeah, we'll take him. I like having more than one. What are these called? Highwayman. And I love the Highwayman's quote. It's personally my favorite.
Elusive, evasive, persistent. Righteous traits for a rogue.
And Runeville. I don't think I've really got the option. I need to take
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
I don't really have an option there. I need these early game Vestals. I'll probably get rid of one at some point, but it would be helpful to have them.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Oh my, Montfort, you dog. Whoa. You know, Montfort may not be sticking around very long. I'm honestly considering ditching him nice and early. I guess her. You dog, what are you up to? Okay. Well, I don't think...
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The abbey calls to the faithful.
I don't think I'm going to waste any cash on it. I think we'll just leave him be. Herbie, I'm sorry. Okay. In that case, I think we'll end the episode here, and we'll take on our next little foray into the ruins in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like. You can subscribe for more content every Monday through Friday, and I hope I see you guys in the next video.